David has given to his family now. I had that opportunity to do that with my family. Trevor had it with his, and it was possibly one of the best things you can do with children.
He's got his children with him today, of course. Pierluigi Collina in charge, and there is Sir Alex Ferguson back out at Old Trafford. The 75,000 sellout crowd delighted to see a former manager back at the Theatre of Dreams. Luis Figo's World 11 are the opposition. Sir Alex Ferguson in charge of the Great Britain 11 today, and our match commentator at Old Trafford today is Steve Bauer.
Back at the Theatre of Dreams in Manchester, and in Alex Ferguson's case, back in the dugout at Old Trafford, over 2 years on from his retirement after his glittering career at Manchester United. And before the teams meet each other, there will be a performance from the talents of Andrea Bocelli. certainly lifted the roof for the sellout crowd for this occasion. And hopefully has set the tone. Royalty watching on as well. On a huge day for UNICEF and all they do around the world. It really is a star-studded lineup assembled by that man. Former teammates, players he's competed in Champions League and World Cup matches against as well. All here to support a terrific cause. Sir Alex Ferguson meeting so many of his former players from Manchester United's past as well. There's one he tried to sign and failed. Ronaldinho. There weren't too many of those in his stewardship. Well, the Great Britain and Ireland squad assembled have 93 Premier League titles between them. Amongst those to start with David Beckham today are former Manchester United teammates Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Nicky Butt, Phil Neville and Darren Fletcher. The Chelsea captain John Terry, who succeeded Beckham as England skipper, also starts. Picture book moment. Huge significance for the day. So many of the world's best players in the last 2 decades are here. The rest of the world party include 2 former World Player of the Year winners. They're led by Beckham's former Real Madrid teammate Luis Figo. They include 4-time Champions League winner Clarence Seedorf and the 2002 World Cup winner Ronaldinho. Plenty of big names amongst the substitutes as well, including former England striker Michael Owen and the former Manchester United treble winner Dwight York. Ronaldinho will be one of the fittest players on display, having recently been playing in Brazil for Fluminense. Luis Figo, number 7. Who wore the shirt with such distinction, captaining the rest of the world team today against Manchester United and England's former number 7, David Beckham, and Pierluigi Collina, who was voted the best referee in the world 6 seasons running, has turned out as well 10 years after his retirement to officiate the first half today. He famously officiated the 1999 Champions League final, which of course David Beckham competed in. Well, before kick-off there will be a minute's silence to remember those who lost their lives in the tragic events that unfolded in Paris yesterday.
On the referee's whistle.
Impeccably observed. Everyone's thoughts with those in the French capital. So Alex Ferguson back in the dugout at Old Trafford, and it will be the rest of the world in their blue strip to get the game underway. Coached by Carlo Ancelotti. The former strikers Patrick Kluivert and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, 2 Champions League winners in their day, to begin proceedings at Old Trafford. A footballing feast, but there will be a competitive edge. We had Nessun Dorma prior to kick-off. That evoked memories of the World Cup semi-finalist alongside me, Chris Waddle, who's looking forward to this.
No, I'm only joking. It's great. He's done it brilliant, didn't he? And what an occasion this is. A lot of talent. Obviously, they'll not play the pace what we used to see them over the years when they were great on the eye to watch. And David Beckham and his team doing a wonderful job to get so much talent here today.
Here's Paul Scholes. There's a habit of turning out in charity matches and stealing the show. First cheer of the day for David Beckham. Back at Old Trafford. We were saying prior to this that the Butterflies would be just as great walking out today as they were the first time he did that 21 years ago last month in a League Cup tie here, his Old Trafford debut against Port Vale.
Just tried a crossfield ball there, which probably, 2 years ago that would have reached easily, but because he hasn't been playing the game the last couple of seasons, it does catch up with him.
I'm saying to his fitness is good. Whether his match fitness can last, only he will know. The last goal he scored was in a parents against teachers game with one of his boys' schools. Typically he did score. Ryan Giggs, another huge roar as he marauds down that left-hand side. The Manchester United assistant manager to Ashley Cole. Chance for the first Beckham cross of the day, which is cleared by his former Manchester United teammate Silvestre. And then Cafu back to dispossess Cole, and the first Scholes volley of the day goes over the crossbar.
Well, he's got the technique to put that in the back of the net. He's over the years he's scored some wonderful goals, Paul Scholes, and it's been a great start to the game for the Great Britain and Ireland side. Beckham's had a lot of touches. It comes out here up to Scholes, one thing in his mind, and he has got the technique on not that occasion.
155 Manchester United goals in that glittering career. 2 spectacular volleys along the way. You certainly wouldn't rule one out flying in today. This is Fernando Couto, who's actually the oldest player starting the game. The former Portuguese international at 46. Phil Neville, his elder brother, of course, played down that right-hand side so many times for Manchester United with Beckham. Fletcher. Giggs with the cross, over Crouch. It was Darren Fletcher coming in. A lovely little bit of skill there from Seedorf. Figo, retired 6 years ago. So much technical ability on the pitch, Chris.
Oh, unbelievable. I think I've got to say the rest of the world want to play a lot slower than the Great Britain team at the minute. They're taking far too long on the ball, and obviously Great Britain are a lot of players who know the English game, a lot of players who play on this pitch are playing a little slightly higher tempo, and they're getting the ball back very quickly.
Terry and Jamie Carragher getting a few boos from the staunch Manchester United supporters in the crowd. Even such a good cause can't prevent that. Footballing rivalry. Trying to pick out Ashley Cole, who's up against Cafu. 2 former Roma fullbacks, and Cafu has committed the foul.
He didn't know Cafu, didn't he? Because Ashley Cole is still playing. Cafu read it well, and a little bit harsh, but he's given the free kick.
Brazil's most capped footballer ever. Cafu, who's 45 now, still looking fit. And this is a familiar sight. A free kick with Beckham or Giggs over it.
I wonder who's going to take it.
Beckham assumes responsibility, and that needed tipping over by the former Manchester United goalkeeper Edwin van der Sar.
Well, you know, he's always had quality in that right foot at delivering crosses in dead ball situations. It's a comfortable save for van der Sar. I think at his age he's got to get it a bit lower to make him work.
It's still being taken by Sir Alex. Beckham with the corner. John Terry got his head to it. Coming quickly at Giggs. Terry. Good pressure by Cole. Here's Ji-sung Park, only recently retired himself, the former Manchester United Champions League winner. Figo. The World Player of the Year back in 2001. He couldn't find a way through there.
It's strange to tell a great player, Figo. I used to love watching Figo play. Fantastic player, and you can see there he knows his mind's telling him what to do, but his legs will just not lift or move quick enough to release the ball, and it must be so frustrating.
I should point out as well that the Great Britain Ireland team have three current Premier League players in their starting 11. Lovely control by Beckham. Sylvester with the interception. He's one of those current players, Darren Fletcher, now of course with West Bromwich Albion. Given away by Phil Neville. One back by Fletcher. Here's Scholes. Set himself. You could see the intention on that occasion. It didn't quite have the execution to beat van der Sar.
Well, they're enjoying themselves at the minute. Great Britain and Ireland team. Scholes, he has got the abilities, no doubt about that. But van der Sar, great goalkeeper over the years and very tall.
Now the marketing director at his former club Ajax, where he won the Champions League before coming to England. Lifted forward by Seedorf. First touch for Great Britain and Ireland goalkeeper David James, who's smiling as well. He's a former Liverpool player, of course.
Even in charity. Relentless, isn't it?
So many picture book moments. This match for children was sold out in less than 4 days, which is remarkable, Chris, really.
Oh, it just shows you. I mean, Manchester United, people love to come to Old Trafford. If they've never been, it's a fantastic stadium, but with the pull of the ex-players as well, who are so popular here, coming through the system.
Kluivert's dummy.
You just look at the rest of the world and they might be better off putting someone like Park, who's playing left back into the midfield, and a bit of energy because he's pretty fit.
Sent to his Cafu at 45, as we mentioned.
That was class, that, wasn't he? He brings it down, walks away. And yeah, sometimes you just wonder, a lot of these players, you know, when they finish, you just wonder, you know, could they just prolong it a little bit and just come on for 20 minutes in a game? You know, some of them still got that 20 minutes in them, which is quality to watch.
Ashley Cole and Luis Figo. Ashley Cole, who only played 11 times for Roma, having left Chelsea. He's without a club at the moment. Still only 34. Seedorf. Ancelotti watching on. into Beckham. He's managed to pick out Ryan Giggs. Crouch. But might fancy a go. Good save from Van der Sar. Ashley Cole on the follow-up into the side netting.
He's never been renowned for his goal scoring, has he, Ashley Cole? That was a good chance, wasn't it? Great Britain Ireland dominating the game, which you expect with the legs there, Nicky. But good effort. Another good save. Van der Sar tested this time low to his right. And Ashley Cole, he'll be disappointed. He's got Crouch standing there as well for a tap-in. There's the shot again. This time they do test Van der Sar. He gets down. It's a good save, pushes it well away.
Ashley Cole won 107 caps for England. In all those major tournaments, never actually managed a goal for his country. And he couldn't get the first game of this match for children in the driving rain in Manchester, we should point out. Certainly not dampening the enthusiasm, though. The offside flag is up. It's a fabulous ball from Ronaldinho.
Well, it's took him, what? It's just 11 and a half minutes to get into the game, really. He's not touched the ball. But I'm surprised. You've got to give him the ball wherever he's available. He's a great player to watch. It can be frustrating for your teammates, but the fans love the way he plays football.
Beckham trying to find Crouch, who's onside and denied by Van der Sar. Here comes Fletcher. Silvestre stops it on the line. Well, the rest of the world are living dangerously.
Well, Peter Crouch should score first, shouldn't he? But to Van der Sar again, so all his experience, fantastic save. And Silvestre didn't really know a great deal about the follow-up.
Solskjaer. Ball back to him by Clivert. Britain and Ireland team enjoying themselves. But Phil Neville in an advanced position. He's going well to keep it in. Beckham to cross it in. Scholes arriving! Well, that was like winding back the years. Beckham's cross. Scholes' header. Seen that once or twice. And it's broken the deadlock with the first goal of the afternoon. And Paul Scholes finished it off.
Well, it has been coming. Again, this right-hand side. Alex Ferguson sitting there with a smile, as you say, and how many times you saw that ball coming in from David Beckham over the years on this right-hand side, wraps his foot round it. Scholes knows he's going to hit the spot. He just gambles onto the post. And it's a good header, just heads it down. Van der Sar this time, no chance. Very good header. Great ball in by David Beckham.
Well, that was a goal made and scored by the Manchester United youth team originally. Two players he gave their debuts to, and Paul Scholes, who went on to win 25 major honours in the game. That's the first goal of this match for children. And even in an event like this, you can still see what it means to them, Chris, as well.
Yeah, you've always got a competitive edge where it doesn't matter, you know, if I was saying to kick around with your kid in the garden, you want to win all the time. It's been brought into you, especially a club like Manchester United with Alex Ferguson in charge. So, yeah, they'll want to win this game. It's
lifted in by Giggs. Much felt he was fouled by Silvestre.
Which he was.
Crouch was denied a Champions League winners medal himself by Carlo Ancelotti in his Liverpool days back in 2007. Ancelotti's Milan getting revenge for the previous year in Istanbul. Nicky Butt made the run ahead of Scholes. He went back to Giggs instead. Dino back to help out defensively.
It's the first anybody's ever said that in the commentary a bit.
He was released by Fluminense in September. He still thinks he can play on. Probably thinks there'll be a few potentially watching today.
He's one of them players, listen, if he's fit and he's sharp, He's 35 now. He's not running around this pitch today. He's not impressing anybody at the minute. But he's one of them you could have an impact for 20 minutes, definitely, if he's fit. Because he's got ability, he can turn a game so easily.
There's a player once that Alex Ferguson thought he had signed from Paris Saint-Germain. Just escaped before he eventually signed for Barcelona. Figo. Cafu. This is Robert Pires, who you played against recently, Chris?
Yeah, the last couple of years I've played, what was that, Wembley actually? We played a game and he still looks very fit there.
Let's come to Figo. Blocked inadvertently by Terry. Cafu. Now back with Fletcher. The other advantage Great Britain and Ireland have here is that so many of these players have played extensively together at club and international level. You can see that understanding out there at the moment.
As you said, Steve, earlier on, that the people who are still playing the game, it's a massive advantage fitness-wise. Any football, yes, you may have ability, but if you haven't got the legs, you need that legs there.
Well, Oliver Solskjaer has played his 17 minutes. And of course, he fought so courageously back from that serious knee injury in his Manchester United days to get back playing again before his retirement. And his former treble-winning teammate at Manchester United, Dwight York, is on in his place for the rest of the world. Solskjaer, who's just returned, of course, to swim club Molde for a second spell as manager. And beat Celtic recently in the Champions League. That's towards Kluivert.
Maybe 10 years ago he catched that, but at the minute Kluivert's making some good runs at trying to get him behind Jamie Carragher, but the ball's just been overhit.
Terry straight to Cafu. First touch for York. There's that famous smile, but he might not be smiling if something comes of this. Lifted in by Giggs. Good improvisation by Silvestre. Strong challenge from Figo, and it needed to be. There's the tricks from Ronaldinho. Look one way past the other. Cafu. 11-year age advantage assisted Ashley Cole there. But Cafu hasn't given it up. York goes down under the challenge of John Terry, and Luigi Collina says get up.
Well, I can't believe that. From where we are, which are as long way away, why would he go down?
And he's still down. Seedorf. Now Scholes. Beckham one side, Giggs the other. He's spoilt for choice. He's chosen Giggs. And he went for goal himself.
Wasted opportunity, good counter-attack. Right, Giggs got a smile on his face there. Right, trying to catch the keeper out. Difficult, but he had options across the box.
He smiles with his former teammate Edwin van der Sar. Pires. 6 years at Arsenal, part of that invincible team that went all season unbeaten. Many a tasty game competitively at this ground in Arsenal colours. chase. Terry was always the favourite.
They're just lacking a little bit of legs onto the rest of the world. Technically, you can see that they've still got the touch, but just lacking somebody with a bit of energy and a bit of pace.
He's the oldest player on the pitch at the moment. Fernando Couto winning it in the air. Effortlessly played by Scholes. Beckham's looking for Giggs, and he's found him. It's brilliant. Giggs. Crouch couldn't get there. Neither could Fletcher. And the rest of the world survived.
Great ball, Beckham again. It's Giggs at the far post, isn't he? Great first touch, and the Sal's playing very, very well.
45 now, but reflex is being tested. Dutch international. And Seedorf. 49 now, Clarence Seedorf. Pick up Figo, then Ronaldinho. Reibert's onside. Played comfortably in the end by Carragher. Scholes has probably had more touches on the ball than any other player at the moment.
Yeah, he's just playing that role just off Peter Crouch, isn't he, today? He's got that license to stay higher up the field, and been heavily involved in the best moments. Ooh, okay.
Even he's human. Don't see that too often over the years.
He probably thought it was a trick. I brought it down, but that's what he'd probably say to everybody after.
That might get mentioned at the function later on. Beckham. Pulled back to Scholes. That was a terrific block by Mikel Silvestre.
It was. Again, Beckham, who's been heavily involved in most things Man United have done. Man United, sorry, Great Britain. But Paul Scholes really could have been on a hat-trick, couldn't he? He's always available. That was a terrific block by Silvestre.
Corner's gone short. Space for Neville. And then lifted in by Butt, and that came off Silvestre again for another corner to Great Britain and Ireland.
Well, it's very important, I think, the rest of the world have in here. To concede another goal, I think we'll see a few heads drop quite early in the game.
Beckham played almost 400 games for Manchester United to deliver another corner. And he was looking for Giggs, it was cut out by York. Cafu, the double World Cup winner. Pires. Figo popping up on the left-hand side. Seedorf to pick out Cafu, who was unlucky.
Well, it was a lot better by the rest of the world, wasn't it? And Cafu was waving to the crowd. He's still got that energy, doesn't he? Look where he is, how high he's got up the field. He wants the ball, it's a lovely weighted pass. He just can't get his foot wrapped around it into the side net.
142 caps for Brazil, nobody can better that. He's going to take the throw. They won the Champions League under Carlo Ancelotti as well. 2007 with Milan. Lovely skill from York. And Nicky Butt went down with nobody near him there.
Well, this is what happens when you retire and you come back a bit. As I say, he just hit the deck there with nobody near him at all. Okay, Dwight York trying to look after the ball. Nicky Butt comes into the picture here, and then I tell you, his Achilles or his calf. It looks like his Achilles the way he's holding it.
The end of Nicky Butt's day. I think we can safely say that.
It just happens, and you see it in the modern game. There's not just ex-players who are playing in charity games like this. To me, you hope it's his calf, which is just popped. It takes what, 4 or 5 weeks, but just the way he grabbed the bottom of his calf, which to me looked like his Achilles.
The medical team are on, sitting him back down. One of his famous class of '92 is having his day brought to an abrupt end. So Gary McAllister, until recently the first team coach at Liverpool under Brendan Rodgers, the former Scottish international, is going to come on.
I think it's his Achilles, because if it was his calf, he'd be able to walk off, he'd limp off. When they've strapped his leg down like they have on the stretcher there, you've got to say that. I'd be very surprised if it's not his Achilles.
Well, he is the coach of the Manchester United under-19 team as well, Nicky Butt, who compete in the UEFA Youth League. It's a sad sight to see him stretch it off on a day like today.
Number 20, Gary McAllister.
So Gary McAllister, who was the captain of Scotland for 4 years. From Leicester, Leeds, Coventry, and of course Liverpool towards the end of his career, very successfully midfielder. 50 years of age now, Gary McAllister, one of your players used to play against?
Yes, good player, great player, good ability, creative player, passing wise, likes to play balls forward, round the corner, very clever player, and had a great career.
Particularly, as I say, at the latter stages of it with Liverpool. Famously won 4 trophies in one season. Beckham onside. Has time to assess the situation, trying to find Crouch, and there's Cafu again. I'll tell you something, Chris, for 45, there's nothing wrong with Cafu's fitness.
Fantastic. Yes, his energy levels have been fantastic, up and down the park as well as the south. He's not just defending, he's getting forward as well.
Scholes gesticulates to Phil Neville, as if to say, you should have got that. Well, there's no smiles there, that's deadly serious.
Well, he will be, Paul Scholes, and he might have said, yeah, 10 years ago, but not today.
Here's Fletcher. Scholes time to bring it down and flash it over the bar.
He's on a mission today, isn't he? He's got that role with number 10 role, really, so he's enjoying himself. He could have had a hat-trick easy so far.
Alex Ferguson has described Paul Scholes as having the greatest ever football brain of anyone he's ever worked with.
There's a chance again. Great take. And it's not like Paul Scholes with the ability he's got to lash it. That's 2 or 3 he's lashed that now.
Here's Giggs. Cut out by Couto. For a Great Britain and Ireland corner. All bar Ronaldinho back to defend this for the rest of the world. Giggs to deliver it. Crouch got the first touch, and then John Terry couldn't find the target.
Typical centre-half, isn't it? Unless it's on the head, stay back. Once it's hit the ground, you might as well start running back. It's a good chance for John Terry. It's difficult, it's bounced high, he's trying to get over it. As it drops down here, look, he swivels, it just wouldn't come down for him.
Here come Great Britain and Ireland again with Ashley Cole. 3 in the penalty area. Just too strong for the man of the moment. David Beckham arriving. It's his goal that most of the stadium are waiting to see.
Well, Ashley Cole, just a little bit too much on it. He didn't need to put as much pace on it.
Ronaldinho. There's Park. Ronaldinho looked to those having his shirt pulled, then Figo! Almost.
Well, it's the first bit of, well, good opportunity that created the rest of the world, wasn't it? And Ronaldinho has not really been on the ball up. Figo gives a 1-2, great strength, great layoff. He doesn't blast it, he just tries to place it. He just puts his foot round it, tries to place it in that corner. It just goes way to the post.
Figo, who won 4 league titles in Spain, 4 league titles in Italy. Champions League with Real Madrid. Having, of course, infamously left Barcelona. Here's Figo. Now Cafu. Dispossessed by Fletcher. This one, Jambian captain. Square to Beckham. McAllister. McAllister, lovely touch, Scholes. He's shooting onside today.
2-8 he is. That's like about 6 attempts he's had on goal, hasn't he? And again, the Sylvester gets there just in time again with a block that comes. A lovely little link-up play. Oh, it's Couto who just gets his right foot out. Corner taken.
Giggs. Scholes again on the ball. Ball to Terry, and still. Owners are again alert to the situation. He was 40 years, 205 days old when he won his last Premier League medal, Edwin van der Sar. Age was never a problem. In fact, Alex Ferguson said he got better with age. Here's Ronaldinho. Oh, what about that? Oh, it's a shame it won't count because the offside flag is up. But that was exquisite from Ronaldinho.
Well, that's what you come to these games for. When his name's on the team sheet, you expect things like this. He gets a little bit of good fortune, but looking one way, look, he's looking to the right. Unfortunately, Clive, who just drifts offside. Look, he gets a little bit of good fortune there, but look, he starts looking the other way. See you later. And it's a great finish. Unfortunately, he's offside.
You cannot teach that.
No, but if people are watching young kids learning and all that, these are the people you learn off. These are masters of the football and the things they can do.
Cafu. Too strong for Figo. Cafu was renowned his illustrious career going up and down that right-hand side. It might be slightly slow, but nothing's changed so far today.
You know, it's like you don't need to play anybody in front of him really. He was sort of a right wing back, right winger. He just did the whole right-hand side. So whoever played in front of him must have been a dream because he got up and down that pitch.
Back into Crouch. Couldn't quite pull that one off, and it might still be alive for Great Britain and Ireland. McAllister. Scholes again available and again shooting. Blocked by Silvestre. And the foul by Ashley Cole. And now Figo might be in the wars.
They've run out of substitutions already. That's the world. Yes, Peter Crouch with that bicycle kick. I remember him scoring here. Did he score a hat-trick against Jamaica? The only good thing is if he misses, he doesn't have to do the robot celebration, so Oh, he fell heavily on his shoulder there, Figo.
Well, we've already seen Nicky Butt stretch it off with a suspected Achilles tendon injury. Now Luis Figo is down. Looks in some discomfort here.
It was a heavy fall when we see the replay there. You know, it's we've got to say he's getting on in his years, and he's not happy with Ashley Cole, put it that way.
33 now, Luis Figo. And here's Cole's senior.
Well, there's the challenge, look, he just puts his elbow into the ribs, really, and pushes him to the ground. It's a heavy land, look, he just pushes his right arm into him, bundles him over, and it's an awkward landing. He lands on his arm.
And like you say, I mean, we're watching born winners here today who got medals racked up for fun. It's very difficult to take that competitive element out of those players.
Yeah. Well, listen, they'll not be happy with the rest of the world the way they've played. They've come into the game, created a couple of chances, but really, we've got to say Great Britain and Ireland should put this game to bed.
There's Park, 100 caps for South Korea, golden ball of his country. He goes okay, back on the ball. And that would be a comfortable one for David James. Giggs looking for the run of Fletcher, read by Van der Sar. So he's still playing week in, week out.
Well, I think the goalkeepers, you know what you said when Alex Ferguson said he gets better with age. It's true, goalkeepers do, and you've got to say he's been excellent today.
Kept in by Beck. Time. Ashley Cole will keep it in. McAllister. Giggs. McAllister. Queuing up here. Fletcher. Beckham's cross. Sylvester again with an important defensive header. Now there might be a break on for the rest of the world. Ronaldinho, beautifully done. Now Cliver taking on Carragher and going round Carragher. And then Terry came to Great Britain Ireland's rescue.
That was quality by Cliver, wasn't it? Jamie Carragher, he sends it one way then the other. He had to pay to get back into the ground there, didn't he?
Cliver, of course, who famously, back in '95, scored the winning goal in the Champions League final for Ajax. Giggs trying to go all the way through. Van der Sar again, very alive to the situation.
He's another player. Ryan Giggs for me could easily play 20 minutes, half an hour in a game. Look at the pace. He's still got that tricks. He's still got the pace.
Owen's played more often for this club here, Manchester United, than Ryan Giggs. 963 games. York. Figo onto his left.
I think we've just come into the game with the rest of the world because we've got to say Great Britain and Ireland have come off the pace. They'll be feeling the pace a lot. They've had a lot of ball. Fitness is a big thing, and the game's slowed up, which suits Figo this time. Couldn't get it on target, but they have come back into the game.
to stay with us and enjoy the experience of one of the world's greatest singers and superstars.
Pires. A little bit of space for Seedorf. Lovely touch. They're beginning to turn it on here. The rest of the world, they're being allowed to express themselves. York. Cafu. Crouch had a little look holding the ball up there. He's eventually arrived. Neatly done by Crouch. Beckham's encouraged to shoot. Still no golden goal on his golden day.
Well, as you say, he's very much encouraged to shoot. He had Neville on the outside, he could have rolled it. Never tripled the goal.
I'll tell you something, Great Britain and Ireland get a penalty. You won't need to email in to guess who's taking it.
Paul Scholes.
Throw. Mark and Fletcher wants teammates. Direct competition. His Seedorf. A career he had as well in the Champions League with 3 different clubs. Seedorf. Ahead of Ronaldinho.
It's strange, isn't it? When Ronaldinho gets the ball, you don't want him to pass it, do you? You just want him to do tricks with it.
Free kick to the rest of the world.
And again, just gets away from the space. No quick feet.
Possessed by Park. Now, is there an opportunity here for the rest of the world? The ball was just behind Figo. Beckham onside. And he's in here. He's away from Pires. He was trying to tee up Ashley Cole. And I'll tell you something, Fernando Couto, not for the first time in this first half, at 46 in the right place at the right time.
Well, you just said it here, TV. His experience knows. He anticipates where the ball's going. Look, he's running back. He's looking over his shoulder and he's thinking it's definitely going far post, and he just cuts the line off. It took 2 players to pick him up, by the way.
Going to go short to McAllister. Scholes. Smiling despite being on the turf. Crouch to his former England teammate Ashley Cole. Beckham on the left-hand side. Last minute of the first half. Here's Scholes trying to slide in Crouch, who's offside. Won't count. Smart finish. But the flag was already up.
Yes, he was offside. We've got a good view from up here. Lanesman sticks his flag up very quickly. Again, Paul Scholes. Yeah, he's a good 2 yards offside, and it's a good finish.
He's a teammate of David Beckham at 2 World Cup finals with England. Across to good effect. is the last action of this first half of the match for children. And it is Great Britain and Ireland who have the lead. Edwin van der Sar has kept the score down, but he was beaten after 13 minutes by Paul Scholes' header, delivered to him by a David Beckham right-footed cross. It's been entertaining, but the rest of the world are hanging in there at half-time in the match for children at Old Trafford. It is Great Britain and Ireland 1, the rest of the world.
Do we think we'll see changes? Specifically, would Sir Alex Ferguson consider hooking David Beckham?
I think
for a laugh, he might.
Yeah, I think he might do, just to show him who's in charge. But I think David will come off before the end.
Only if Brooklyn was coming on, sure.
Yeah, Beckham for Beckham. So that's what it'll be, probably.
Listen to that reception for Sir Alex back at Old Trafford.
I don't think he'll change anything around. I think these players will go as long as they want to go. You know, it's been a good first half for the Great Britain side.
You played one or two of these.
Yeah, I've played in some in the past, and some great ones. I played for Bobby Robson shortly before he passed away, and
against Germany,
yeah, England 1990 team against the German 1990 team. Played at St James's, front of a full house, and I found it quite intimidating. I was quite anxious about it. Just waiting for the game to start. But listen, you've got to enjoy it, and the pitches as well now are so much better than when we were playing, aren't they? They're really inviting to look at and play.
What we could have achieved.
You could do with a win, Carlo Ancelotti. This could be a job interview for him. There may be a job going at Old Trafford in a few months.
I don't think he's in a rush to get back in. Ancelotti's kind of said that he doesn't want to get involved in direct management this year. But he's certainly one who's going to be. He's certainly one who's going to be ranked right up there for a job next time.
We shall see. Let's get back to Old Trafford. Steve Bauer is your match commentator.
Including both goalkeepers. David Seaman, the former England and Arsenal goalkeeper, now playing for Great Britain and Ireland. Looking to keep that clean sheet intact. Here's Sol Campbell, his former England teammate, who has replaced John Terry. The Stoke striker. 4 now. Scholes. Lifted in by Giggs, a little too strong for Harry McAllister. America's most capped player, Landon Donovan, who has come on for Clarence Seedorf. The Scholes left that for Beckham, and for once they weren't on the same wavelength. Here's Donovan. Effects from that in the first half. Always going to find him. It's cut out by Campbell. Cafu and Ashley Cole continue their personal duel down that side.
Yeah, Ashley Cole's had a good battle with Cafu. A lot of years difference in age, but Cafu's holding his own so far. But we just saw Ronaldinho already in the second half, little back heel. Yeah, they've made a few changes. Just wanted Donovan will be an asset because he's got a bit of pace about him.
Fletcher to pick out Beckham. Run back by Phil Neville. Beckham was drifted offside. Giggs with the interception. Hierro, who was also on for the rest of the world. Fernando Hierro, the former Real Madrid player, and indeed assistant manager to Carlo Ancelotti at the Bernabeu. In heart of the rest of the world defence. Here's York. Donovan. Ronaldinho available. Here's the Brazilian. Figo. Needless to say, it was Cafu who was in the advanced position. Ronaldinho. Audacious ball didn't come off that time. David Seaman, his first touch. He was in the World Cup squad with you in his early international career.
Yeah, 1990, David was there, and unfortunately for him, when in the training, when everybody starts whacking the balls from all over the place into the goal, David was stood in the goal, and unfortunately had his hand stuck up, and one of the balls hit the top of his finger, pushed his finger back, which he had to go home.
Hopefully he'll get through this second 45 minutes in better shape. Once again appealing for a free kick that wasn't forthcoming. Here's Giggs. Trying Ronaldinho.
Old Trafford preparation on substitution for the rest of the world. Placing 5, Fernando Couto. Is number 6, Fernando Hierro.
Ryan Giggs only won the 13 Premier League titles.
Substitution for Great Britain and Ireland. Replacing
fresh at the age of 41.
John Terry.
That's one back by Fletcher. Crouch from range. And Ray van der Haal, the former Manchester United goalkeeper, on for Edwin van der Sar with his first save.
Well, yeah, that looked easy, didn't it? It stuck as well. He didn't push it away. It was a good strike by Peter Crouch.
Donovan. Ronaldinho looking for the American and finding him. Dispossessed in the end by Carragher. Terrific vision again from Ronaldinho. Scholes wasn't expecting that from Beckham. Great Britain and Ireland still have it. Misplaced by Ryan Giggs.
I think it's just starting to tighten up now. A lot of the Great Britain and Ireland players, they started the game very quickly, and you can see now we're starting to feel the pace.
Figo. Perez. Point York, one of the treble winners in Manchester United's 99 season. Figo, this is patient from the rest of the world. Clyburn. So many bodies back there. Tidied up in the end by Darren Fletcher. And given away by the West Brom player. Perez. Trying the curler.
Well, the rest of the world have definitely come into the game, and they're dominating the ball at the minute. It's a little bad effort by, just drops his foot round it. When you look at it from there, it's gone well way, but they're definitely on top.
Played last year in the Indian Super League for FC Goa, Robert Perez. 42 now. Ronaldinho. First time touch to Figo. Ronaldinho's at it again. Now can he finish it off? Seaman got a touch, and it was an important one.
Well, the game now has really dropped its pace, and it's suiting Ronaldinho. He's finding little holes, little pockets where he's picking the ball up, and they're not closing them down as quick now. So he's starting to show all them skills which we've seen over the years.
A bit of history between these two, of course, Ronaldinho and David Seaman. As Perez takes the corner towards the Brazilian. Beckham. McAllister. has a look. He's looking for Giggs. He was trying to set up Crouch. And Cafu for a corner.
Great ball by Scholes, and Great Britain say just to get up the field there, just take the time, and Scholes picks Giggs out the far post, and Ryan Giggs probably disappointed he hasn't squared it to Crouch, who's got gambled in that gap.
40-year-old David Beckham to take the corner towards Scholes again. He didn't get the final touch. Another corner. Whipped in by Beckham. Scholes again. Just got underneath that one.
I just think that Paul Scholes probably could have had 6-7 goals today, couldn't he? The amount of shots he's tried, headers. There's Ronaldinho again, look, little layoff. And he gets it again. Quick feet again. Oh, he just can't hit the target. It's a good save.
As I say, the history between those two goes back to the World Cup quarter-final of 2002. And Ronaldinho scored past David Seaman. He was caught off his line, the goal that took Brazil, not England, into those semi-finals.
Do you think he meant it, or do you think he crossed it?
It's been long public house debate, that one, hasn't it?
When I watched it, I've got to say I watched it a lot, and I thought it was a cross, which he overhit, and sometimes you catch it like that and flew in. But with his ability, that's why it's always a question, because he is capable of doing that.
He scored and got sent off in that game. Suspended for the semi-final and came back for the final to help Brazil lift the World Cup. Here's York, who captained Trinidad and Tobago at a World Cup. And he's got the rest of the world a free kick.
Old Trafford substitution for Great Britain and Ireland, replacing the 9, Peter Crouch.
And it's going to be the cue to introduce Michael Owen to replace Peter Crouch. Michael Owen, who scored 40 times in 89 England appearances. He's in the red today, where he was so successful for Liverpool. And of course, he came on as a substitute. His best ever moment in a Manchester United shirt at this ground to score a 96th Derby Day winner against Manchester City.
Yep, we're going to see Ronaldinho v David Seaman again.
Will it be the same result? Here comes Ronaldinho. Couldn't test Seaman on that occasion. And the conversation continues.
Not this time, he's saying. I think David Seaman had that covered as well.
Might have been over 13 years ago, but it's still in their mind. Figo. Kluivert, who was Louis van Gaal's assistant manager at this summer's World Cup for the Netherlands, has picked out York. He was looking for a penalty.
That's twice he's gone down Dwight York now. He still takes forever to get up.
Beckham to dispossess Figo. There's nothing charitable about that between the former Real Madrid teammates. Two captains of the day. I don't think Luis Figo is too impressed.
He's been enormous today. Ashley Cole throws him to the floor, he hurts his arm.
Ball against Phil Neville. Ronaldinho. Here's Donovan. Like David Beckham, formerly of LA Galaxy. Ronaldinho trying to find him. Seaman able to gather.
one of these is going to come off there. Valdi is just getting time and space a lot now in the final third, and one of them passes he keeps threading through is going to come off.
Here's Owen. Scholes. Phil Neville, who won 6 Premier League titles in his time at Manchester United. Into Beckham. Owen was waiting, it was pulled back towards Giggs, but calmly dealt with by Pires. All-time record goal scorer and appearance maker for the United States. He was looking for the return ball from Dwight Yorke. He's gone round Phil Neville, but not Carragher.
Dwight Yorke, when he does that, he looks like he's going to pass it, he just drags it with the inside of his foot to go on the outside of the player. Carragher read it this time.
There's one thing you could say about Dwight Yorke in his career: he always looked like he was enjoying his football. No different today.
Yeah, he did. Always played with a smile.
Scholes. Owen was making the run ahead of him, trying to stay on side. Beckham's cross. It was Fernando Hierro with the defensive header. 47 years of age. And Great Britain and Ireland are going to make a change. Alan Smith, who's still playing for Notts County in League Two. He's going to replace the West Brom midfielder Baron Fletcher. Alan Smith gets an opportunity to return to Old Trafford. He was 35 last month, 19 England caps. His last game for Manchester United was the 2007 FA Cup final defeat to Chelsea. And the current Manchester United assistant manager is replaced. Ryan Giggs has played an hour. Trevor Sinclair, a teammate of David Beckham's for England at the 2002 World Cup finals, on in his place.
Well, it's nice when you've got subs to put on when everybody's starting to feel tired, and unfortunately for the rest of the world, I haven't got anybody left.
Owen, nicely weighted pass into Beckham. Silvestre able to concede the corner. Michael Owen, as I mentioned, only scored 5 times for Manchester United, but most famously at that end against Manchester City, and he was close there.
Yeah, it's good delivery and a bit of eye contact between the two of them, wasn't it? Owen started towards the back, makes that run to the near post. They don't go with him. It's a nice little touch. Just can't get it on target.
Goals for England. Yes, a fair few of them created by David Beckham. Michael Owen, let's not forget, 2001 European Footballer of the Year. Ronaldinho. First time from Kluivert. Ball to Beckham. Assessing the situation, David Beckham. He's looking for Scholes' run. And then Owen. Michael Owen. 2-0. The former England teammates embrace. Michael Owen has a goal on his return to Old Trafford, and Great Britain and Ireland have doubled their advantage.
I think Phil Neville would add words to David Beckham. He made a 60-yard run on the overlap, wouldn't give him it. He picked Scholes up at the far post. It's a great pullback. A little bit of good fortune moment, but the finish eventually is a good finish. Just pops up there. It's a good volley. It's in there. Good touch by Scholes. Guerrero just can't get a flight of the ball, and that's a good finish by Michael Owen.
And just look what it means to still, when given the opportunity, find the back of the net. It's a goal scorer's smile.
I don't think he'll ever change. I think goal scorers love it, whether it's whatever football.
35-year-old gives Great Britain and Ireland a 2-goal cushion. Here's Figo. Ramsell Campbell. Dwight York tried to give it him back. Figo still going. Terrific block from Ashley Cole, and it needed to be. Nearly a moment of magic from Figo. Sinclair. Comes off and running here. Owen leaves it for Sinclair. Taking on Cafu. And then going to ground rather easily.
We're not going to get anything with that, Trevor. But just going back there to Figo. Wonderful feet, step overs. That was his trademark, wasn't it?
Donovan away from Neville. A little bit of space now for York. Donovan's available again. Figo. Ronaldinho. York is offside.
I think they're looking for the perfect goal there. I think they're looking for the perfect goal there, but yes, Figo. This is what we used to see years and years ago. So Campbell just kind of doesn't know which way he's going to go. And again, they've tried to walk it in. We're blocked by Ashley Cole. There you are, look at this. Sol Campbell, which way is he going? I'll have ketchup on my hot dog. There you go.
Vintage Luis Figo. Scholes. He'll play the 1-2 with Owen. Neville. Almost able to find Paul Scholes. York. Trying to feed Donovan, onside. Back to Dwight York. 2-1. Dwight York, who scored 65 times for Manchester United, has the first goal of the day for the rest of the world, and they've managed to reduce the deficit for Carlo Ancelotti's team.
What a very good goal as well, wasn't it? Great ball by him. This is a great pullback by Donovan. York puts him in. You think he's going to square it across the goal. He's got options in the box. Everybody thinks he's going across the 6-yard box. Great pullback, and that's a wonderful finish by Dwight York. Passes it into net, doesn't blast it. Side foot, opens himself up, and just passes it bottom corner.
Another goal scorer, enjoying the moment. He was so prolific in Manchester United's treble-winning season. 29 goals that year. Reduces Great Britain and Ireland's lead to 1 again. Beckham. Cleared by Cafu. Figo. Portuguese international once more. Ronaldinho, tricks and flicks to become more evident here. York, Kluivert, what a goal that would have been. And the former Dutch international denied by David Seaman.
Ronaldinho's coming at his own now, isn't he? Figo's shown some great touches as well, I've got to say. The game's really stretched.
Sinclair. Pires. That time for Ronaldinho. Early from Beckham. Owen has Cafu for company. Anyway, past the Brazilian.
He's been marvellous today. His attitude's first class, isn't it? His fitness levels for his age is tremendous.
Only player to play in 3 World Cup finals. Cafu. First time we've seen him walking all day. Ronaldinho. He's hoping to reach that from Kluivert. And we're playing these events as a past pro, Chris. The last 20 minutes when you've been on from the start are probably the period you dread the most.
Yeah, you're still finding a few with energy. Their fitness levels, some of them, some of them could be still playing, the age of them, but definitely the older guys who packed up quite a few years ago, they will be feeling the pace.
He's the current assistant manager of Valencia, Phil Neville. Scholes. Sinclair. He was trying to relive that famous goal for Queen's Park Rangers all those years ago.
Yeah, FA Cup goal, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. It was a fantastic goal, that.
Ronaldinho. Forward by Beckham. Another being chased by Landon Donovan, who of course had 2 loan spells in England with Everton, Neville's other former club. Still in play and onside. Owen. Beckham. The crowd willing that one to go goalwards. Sinclair. Carragher coming. Space again for Neville. Owen wants it. Up by Hierro. Going back by Beckham. Neville with the chance to cross again. He was looking for Scholes. It still might come to him. Beckham. There's the effort.
He doesn't want to score, does he, David Beckham, really? He's trying his hardest to get a shot on target. He'll be happy in a minute with, but again, he's picked that ball up. Scholes heavily involved. Just leaning back, a little bit tired.
First British player to play 100 times in the Champions League in his career. Alex Ferguson talking in the build-up to this game about Beckham's natural fitness. First in pre-season, every time during his Manchester United career. Ended up winning league titles in 4 different countries. And the team he's captaining still with a goal advantage here. That's a nice touch from York. In from Cafu. Taken by Seaman. He rolls it straight to Beckham. He did think about the halfway line shot. Instead, he's picked out Sinclair. Beckham is square, and he's looking for Owen instead. David Beckham isn't too impressed.
He thought about that shot, didn't he? He could have. I'm surprised he didn't go for it. Maybe he's feeling the pace of the game, but he was trying to Sinclair. He's screaming for it to pull it back the edge of the box. Or was it across the 6-yard box?
David Beckham's halfway line goal would be the dream script on a day like today for him. He's put so much effort in organising this game, and his foundation had 7 games in 10 days in different regions of the world. Now this is a moment which will be very proud for David Beckham, because Beckham is going to replace Beckham. First of all, the former England captain is going to get a standing ovation on his return to Old Trafford, including from his previous manager, and he is going to be replaced by his eldest sibling. What a moment. Father hugs son. As Brooklyn Beckham, 16 and a half years of age, wearing number 7, he's not 17 till March, will get 15 minutes at Old Trafford.
Well, what an occasion for him. He's got the ball now.
Talk about trying to follow in your father's footsteps. He's playing on the right, and there's his cross. Well, that was a bit like that.
Yeah, he actually runs like him and everything, doesn't he? If he'd play like him, he'd have a wonderful career, wouldn't he? Yeah, he's done well. He's come on there. His shape and everything, look. Flips it to the far post.
In from Sinclair towards Brooklyn Beckham. Well, if his father couldn't manage a goal on this momentous day, maybe his son can.
I don't think they'd move like that. You'd never at the end of it, would you? So, maybe come close.
That's assured the youthful energy of Brooklyn Beckham will be welcomed by the rest of the world. As we are in the last quarter of an hour. Figo. Ronaldinho. McAllister had the audacity to get in the way of that pass. Pires.
Feel like the rest of the world, you just think, oh, I'll throw everything at it, but have they got anything left?
That was a sole on for Silvestre. He shows goals that. Figo. And back by Donovan. Cliver to hit it. Brooklyn Beckham. He's getting the same cheers as his father did. Here he goes. Phil Neville's offside.
Phil Neville will be saying on the way back, played a bit earlier.
Kindly. Brooklyn Beckham is now tracing back, trying to fill in for Phil Neville. Donovan. Now Sinclair. Cole. He's off and running here. Scholes has found him. And Brooklyn Beckham is in space. And just trying to find Scholes at the back post.
Well, he did everything right. It was a great move. He just couldn't pull it back enough for Scholes to tap it in.
Step over into Beckham. Suffice to say, there's a few tired legs out there at the moment. But here come the rest of the world with Ronaldinho. Trying to step inside Sol Campbell.
There was no way he was ever going to shoot. He's got to make it look good. Well, it was too easy for him to run in the box and pull the trigger and score. So Sol Campbell knew that. You could see he's going to do a trick on us here.
Scholes. He's picked out Beckham. He couldn't quite keep it in.
There he goes. Sol Campbell thinks, yeah, I know what you're going to do. You're going to do a trick on us. So he just blocks him off. He still smells upon it.
Sol Campbell played that day in the World Cup quarter-final as well. To Markham when he was really at the height of his career. Sinclair. Owen taking on Silvestre. And trying to be unselfish and find Scholes.
Listen, at this time of the game, Steve, if the ball's not to feet, forget it. You just saw Paul Scholes thinking, yeah, I know what you're going to do, but I just can't get my legs to get there.
Donovan, the half-time substitute. Ronaldinho. Clivert might have a shooting opportunity. Blocked by Cole, and then a tired effort from Cafu.
Old Trafford substitution for Great Britain and Ireland, replacing number 6, Sol Campbell, number 7.
Well, he's not finished yet, because David Beckham is coming back on. Sol Campbell is departing. His former England teammate looks a little reluctant to leave the pitch. Beckham will play with his son at Old Trafford for the final 8 minutes. And I'll tell you something, Chris, in all that he's achieved in his glittering career, that moment will be right up there with them.
Oh, definitely. And he's passed the ball in. They'll give him it back.
Really giving the telling off. Went straight back to that. Can anyone else play?
Grab the ball back.
And as it went to another player, the boos went round Old Trafford. That's off the head of Piero. And Great Britain and Ireland have a corner.
Young Brooklyn's going to take the corner because David Beckham just pointed to him and went, yeah, go on, you can have it.
There's been a few of these practiced in the garden in the Beckham household. an end product. Can he cross it to his dad? He can. All that practice almost came off.
That was a good delivery. David Beckham gets up very, very well. Stand and jump. Just can't get it on the target.
Now imagine that. Crossed by Beckham, headed in by Beckham. Beckham Senior. And the Howe alert to the situation. Figo. Beckham up against Ji-sung Park. Scholes. Screaming for him to shoot. Picks out Neville instead. David Beckham. Kept in by Cole. Oh, Van der Haar. You never lose that poacher's instinct. Mistake by Ray van der Haar. And Michael Owen alive to the situation to get his second at the Stretford end. And Great Britain and Ireland's third.
Yeah, again, a lot of time on the ball. Comes across in the far post. Ashley Cole squares it. As you see here, he's got all the time, space, ball in, and this is it across. It's Raymond van der Haar, this one. And Michael Owen, as you said, goal scorers just seem to think, you know, they're just getting them areas. Look, he's anticipated, and he gets his reward. And the goalkeeper's got to put his hand up here. Oh, dear me.
At the end of the game, and for your comfort, please feel free to remain in your seats until the stadium and full court are cleared. Thank you.
Great Britain and Ireland 3, rest of the world 1. Here's Figo. The try. As we mentioned earlier on, Chris, it might be a momentous occasion and an extremely good cause, but Luis Figo's face there at 3-1 down says it all.
I've been watching him second half, and every time people have given the ball away in good positions, his arms are up in the air as if, you know, I'm not happy about this.
Won't be happy with that. That's over hit. Just cannot take away that steely professionalism that got these players to the very top of the game. Beckham Jr. Scholes. Encouraged to shoot. He's gone for the chip. Almost a Paul Scholes special.
Well, he tried it first half with Van der Sar, didn't he? He didn't get any luck. Van der Sar read it and caught it quite comfortably, but this time looks like he's a great disguise on it. It does look like he's going to put power in it, and he just dinks it. And again, if it comes back off the bar, that would be a hat-trick, would it be, for Michael Owen?
How difficult a technique is that, Chris Waddle?
Well, it's hard. It's disguise is the hardest part, and you've got to get the right feel on the ball to get it to just drop over the keeper's head. It might look easy, but it's not.
Here's York. Donovan. No problems for David Seaman. Beckham to find Beckham. In turn, couldn't find Owen. Here's Hierro, who ended his career in England, of course, with Sam Allardyce at Bolton Wanderers. after 14 years at Real Madrid. Inside the final 2 minutes. Kluivert.
I think you've got to say Great Britain and Ireland being the stronger side overall. Obviously they've got more subs as well, which has helped them, but they have been the better side. But give the rest of the world credit, they've not sort of threw the towel in ever. They've always believed they can get back into the game, and they've kept going.
Sinclair. Scholes. Still Scholes. And he's trying to roll that towards Brooklyn Beckham. Back by Scholes. Neville. Overplayed in the end.
He'll be quite happy when that whistle goes.
Well, we've seen some great entertainment and some terrific touches. There's the one more left. Ronaldinho. Seaman was beaten.
Well, look at David Seaman, look at him as if to think, you're not going to do it again. You've had your, whatever years you've had on that last one. I don't want another one. But you're right, Steve, we saw some, he has the quality he's got. Just digs it out his feet, look, little clip. You just don't know what he's going to do, Ronaldinho, and there's the final whistle.
Terrific afternoon's entertainment. Sir Alex Ferguson's return to the dugout at Old Trafford is a winning one. Great Britain and Ireland, led by David Beckham, have won the game by 3 goals to 1. Paul Scholes in the first half, and then Michael Owen on as a substitute with 2 goals in the second. And another former Manchester United player on the score sheet at the other end in Dwight York. Played in magnificent spirit, and those 2 managers with 5 Champions League successes between them have seen an afternoon of high quality for a terrific cause that has finished Great Britain and Ireland 3, rest of the world 1.
Well, on a day when the world needed perhaps a little happiness, maybe just a little bit of a feel-good factor back on your screens today. It was for a wonderful cause, and David Beckham's Great Britain and Ireland 11 have beaten the rest of the world 3-1 in the match for kids, the match for children in aid of UNICEF. Who'd have thought we'd see David Beckham and Brooklyn Beckham on the same pitch? Who'd have thought we'd see Paul Scholes, Michael Owen and Dwight York all back on the score sheet at Old Trafford? All that was missing was a trademark Beckham free kick. A really positive afternoon at Old Trafford, watched by Mark